Gangnam Style made Psy a global sensation overnight, but the fame came with a heavy toll. Behind his success, he faced immense pressure, mental health issues, and addiction struggles, which all happened due to the song becoming viral. Even though it may seem that way for Western audiences unfamiliar with K-pop, Psy didn't just pop out of nowhere. Actually, many people would be shocked to believe that he didn't even realize he wanted to do music until he was 15. Psy was slated to take over his father's business, but he saw a performance by the rock band Queen on TV, which changed his life, so he decided to pursue his passion for music. After being sent to Boston University to study business administration, Psy quickly realized that this wasn't what he wanted to do, so he dropped out without telling his parents. He got his tuition refunded and shifted his focus completely to making music. He also bought music equipment with the rest of his tuition fund and started composing as well, which landed him a spot at Berklee College of Music. While at Berklee, he focused on ear training, contemporary writing, and music synthesis. This novel-worthy journey didn't come without any obstacles, though, because his father forced him to drop out of Berklee and return to South Korea once he found out what his son had been up to. After much trials and tribulations, Psy finally managed to get signed to an agency and released his first album, Psy from the Psycho World, in 2001, which was made right after he returned to South Korea. You could see that he was destined for stardom from the beginning because he managed to cause a stir with his music immediately. The album featured songs with vulgar titles and lyrics, so it was too shocking for the public. Despite his ability to ruffle a few feathers, though, by the end of the year, the album managed to sell nearly 124,000 copies, which was a whole lot for an unknown artist. Psy was dubbed the Bizarre Singer due to his unusual style, dancing, and music. His second album was also controversial and scandalous to the public, but it was clear that Psy was already making a place for himself in the industry, which was surprising at the time. He wasn't making cookie-cutter pop music to be relevant, nor was he shying away from having a scandalous image, but he was still getting attention, critical acclaim, and even an award for his songwriting at the Seoul Music Award. After getting back from the military, Psy faced some difficulties in his finances, which made it impossible for him to release songs on his own, so his wife suggested he join YG Entertainment. He then released his fifth album in 2010, now as a YG artist, which was again banned for the obscene lyrics. By this stage in his career, his success was unstoppable. He topped the music charts multiple times and earned recognition at year-end award shows for his work as both an artist and a songwriter. What more could he ask for? Little did he know this was only the beginning, because 2 years later, he released his sixth album with Gangnam Style as the lead single. The song poked fun at the wannabe rich in Gangnam, one of Seoul's wealthiest areas, with Psy portraying a comedic version of a typical Gangnam man. Blogger G Kim explained Koreans have been kind of caught up in this spending to look wealthy, and Gangnam has really been the leading edge of that. I think a lot of what Psy is pointing out is how silly that is. In Korea, the song was already a hit, as Psy had a history of domestic success, and both the video and song were crafted specifically for the South Korean audience. It wasn't until about 3 weeks after its release that it unexpectedly went viral, suddenly appearing everywhere. This can be credited to American artist T-Pain, who tweeted about the song and got the attention of the international audience. After his post, the song reached unimaginable levels of success, and the reason why is still a mystery for Psy. Gangnam Style reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the US, making it the highest charting song by a South Korean artist at the time. By the end of 2012, the song had topped the charts in over 30 countries, including the UK, Canada, Germany, Australia, France, and Italy. The video won Best Video at the MTV Europe Music Awards that year, and in December 2012, it broke the Guinness World Record after it became the first YouTube video to hit 1 billion views. Aside from the success on the charts, Gangnam Style became a cultural phenomenon. The dance had become massively popular amongst every generation, the song inspired countless parodies, and almost all celebrities was talking about it or making a reference to it. Even world leaders at the time like British Prime Minister David Cameron and UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon gave the dance a try. This came as a shock to Psy, who said, "When I realized that some top stars have tweeted about me, I thought, that's joking, that's not gonna happen. I never expect things like this." The success of the song led to Psy being managed by Scooter Braun and even scoring a collaboration with Snoop Dogg, but this just added to his stress. With his sudden global fame, Psy knew that his next release would be under intense scrutiny and needed to match the success of his previous hit. However, he had no idea what had made Gangnam Style so popular in the first place, seeing as he had made the song for laughs. Psy expressed that his rise to fame was overwhelming, as he compared his rapid success to climbing a mountain without a parachute. He described it as an amazing experience, but one with no safety net if things went wrong. The pressure to do better after Gangnam Style took a toll on his mental health, to the point that he had to constantly remind himself that the song's success didn't have a secret formula that he could use for other releases. It was just pure luck. Despite Despite his efforts to release new music, he couldn't escape the feeling of disappointment when his songs didn't achieve the same level of success, which led him into a major career slump. He said, "I don't think something like Gangnam Style will ever happen again. The sheer weight of Gangnam was so heavy, I don't even go to Gangnam anymore." However, Psy being Psy had other hits in Korea, but it must have been a bit soul-crushing to not be able to replicate the virality of his hit song. Another source of stress for him was the feeling that he could no longer be himself. At the time that the popularity of Gangnam Style was at its peak, Psy expressed that he missed the days when he didn't have the pressure of living up to expectations. As we mentioned, Psy was a very controversial figure in Korea before he rose to fame, but it was his careless attitude that drew people in. He included photos of undergarments in his albums, wore revealing PVC outfits, and even performed a cover of Beyoncé's Single Ladies in a leotard. And then, suddenly, he was receiving an award from South Korea's Ministry of Culture for raising awareness of Korean pop music and was taken as an example. He didn't appreciate the responsibility that came with this, as he recalled a time when he was smoking near a no-smoking sign in Toronto. Psy explained that there had been an ashtray there, and he had seen people smoke there before, so he figured it was okay. But even though people wouldn't have cared if he had done something like that in the past, now he was being criticized because he was representing the country. He said, "I am not that responsible. I hate the word responsibility. I wasn't responsible at all before Gangnam Style, and now I gotta be good." However, the biggest concern that people had about him was his alleged alcohol problems. Before openly discussing the impact of his success on his mental health, Psy gave a troubling interview to the Sunday Times back in 2013 where he admitted that he was drinking constantly. He said, "If I'm happy, I'm drinking. If I'm sad, I'm drinking. If it's raining, I'm drinking. If it's sunny, I'm drinking. If it's hot, I'm drinking. If it's cold, I'm drinking." Psy went on to say that soju is his best friend, but added that he will drink whatever, whether that be whiskey, vodka, or tequila. He also revealed that the only time he wasn't drinking was when he was hungover, which was a lot. He didn't specify why he drank so much, yet the Sunday Times article hinted at possible mistreatment from his father. This wasn't the case, as Psy never confirmed this. What he did say about his dad, though, was that he loved and cared for his family despite being strict. Psy even released a song expressing gratitude for everything his father did for the family, so that was definitely not the cause of his drinking. Although alcoholism can stem from various reasons, many thought his heavy drinking was connected to the massive success of the song. It came to the point that people didn't refer to him by name and just called him Gangnam Style, which he hated. Not only that, but entering a slump like he experienced when the thing he loves most is making music must have hurt him as an artist. Of course, these are just speculations because some people have even said that Psy wasn't an alcoholic, but it just seemed that way to Western people because of the drinking culture in Korea. Whatever the reason was, Psy seems to be doing much better now. Yes, he never replicated the success of Gangnam Style, but now he has his own label, is still making the music that he likes, and is helping other artists in the industry. He's even proud of the song that skyrocketed him to fame, saying, "It's the biggest and greatest trophy of my life. When I do a show, it is my strongest weapon." He knows that he's loved and that his artistry is appreciated, which is all that matters to him as a musician.